Hello, I'm here to advising a way to enter the Western European market. Our company has just developed a 10-inch tablet computer. It has more functions than iPad, but costs only half of them because we use our innovative material. And now I have three options, which each of them is a different tool of foreign market servicing strategy. A is exporting, B is licensing, and C is foreign direct investment. Now I am going to evaluate the pros and cons of each option. For the option which is exporting from the US, our company will have two advantages. The first is we can avoid the large cost of establish the manufacturing operations in Western Europe, as we know that the labor cost in European is the most higher one in the world. That is about 23% higher than America, and averagely it will cost us more than 50,000 euros to employ a Western European worker for just 1 year. So if we put the production operations in America, we will save a lot of labor costs. And second, as we produce more 10-inch tablet computers, we can get more experience and achieve the experience curve. And then if we can find the right place like Silicon Valley, we can achieve the location economies. However, the shortage of exporting is also very obvious. We know that the labor cost in America is not that much cheap, but Far East is famous for its high-skilled and cheap labor. So it will be more appropriate for us to put our operation there and then exporting to the Western Europe. And another drawback is that we will pay high cost of transportation and high tariffs if we exporting. For the second option, by licensing a European firm to manufacture, we don't have to bear the development costs and the risks when we opening the European market, because we are not familiar with that market as Apple, and we don't have much capital as them. And because we have several patents to protect our unique design of this tablet, we don't have to worry much about the losing control of technological know-how. As we know that we don't have to pay the cost of transportation and the tariffs, as we know the tariffs in European Union is pretty high to America. But if we do licensing, we'll lose the control of manufacturing and marketing, because each of our licensees will have their own production operations, and we can't use the profits of one licensee to support other licensees in other countries. The last is set up a wholly owned subsidiary, as our company's comparative advantage is based on our technological competence. It can reduce the risk of losing control of our technology, and also it can control the operations for coordination, like to using profits from one licensee to support another. But on the other hand, it is the most costly method, so we may not have the power to bear the full capital cost and risks. Finally, comes to the conclusion. Having analyzed these three entry modes, I think it is better for our company to do licensing in Western Europe, because, as I said before, we have patents to protect our unique design, so we don't have to worry much about losing control of technology. And another reason is that we are not familiar with the European market, because it is our first time to come in, and we need to use the licenses to help us to reduce our costs and lower the risks. And by licensing, we can also have save a lot of costs of transportation and the tariffs. So I think licensing has more advantages than the other two entry modes. So we'll do licensing, and this is my advice. Thank you for listening.